Hello, we're live here in Omega Forever Prump Studio in Prump, Nevada. Dun 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 dun. It's Saturday, and we have Libations is waiting. Oh, look at this. Okay, now I gotta get the alcohol. Oh God, there we go. So this. So anyway, I got. I don't care in this point about. There's. I work hard. I haven't been with a man since February. Yeah. I was really pissed off that nobody did anything for me for Valentine's Day. So I got rid of all my men. I just said, done and by. You don't want to give me nothing for Valentine's Day and you treat me, okay, you know what? I asked for it. So anytime they call now, I'm like, no, I want a relationship. That's where I'm at. Thank you for the thumbs up. Woo! Do, 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 do. I'm trying to think, should we pay Mozart or Beethoven? I haven't heard music all day. I'm going absolutely fucking nuts. Uh, so anyway, Terry, I am enjoying. Oh shoot, I put it down. I am enjoying deliciousness, nummies. Well, I'm enjoying margarita. Here's my mix called mango chili. Oh, let me go get my smokies. I left them over here. Okay, so I went on TikTok and I told people this. I work hard. I really do. I haven't been with anybody since the first week of February, I believe, because by the 14th, they were all with their girlfriends. So what happened was I said, look, I got news for everybody. I could probably dye my hair down there. That's how much of it I have. Really. I'm thinking if I get too bored, I'll be dyeing my hair down there. No joke. That's how long I have been without somebody. I quit dying. I'm dying. I quit dying. I quit shaving down there. It's a jungle. It's 1972. That's what I'm thinking. They told me, these guys told me I'd break up with like 4 of them and keep one. I had 5. And what would happen is I was the side chick. I quit being the side chick. I want to be the chick with the man who doesn't have a fucking side chick. Oh God, enough of these side chicks. Anyway, what transpired was I got rid of all of them. Even when I was on my work, thing over in California, at 5:30 in the morning, get a call from one of my guys, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm in California. Well, I'll let you go." Calling from an unknown phone number because I blocked his phone number. So let me be honest with you, as honest as I possibly can. I want a relationship. I refuse to have sex with anybody who just wants me for a side chick. It just can't happen no more. I don't want it, and it won't be, it's not acceptable. Almost there. Keep moving for 1 minute to make progress toward your stand goal. All right. That's how you feel. Uh, when I first got out of a long-term relationship that I didn't fuck around, I didn't have anything going on, even though sociopaths said otherwise, fuck him. I didn't have nothing going on. No, I was pretty good. So once I got out, I went out and had fun. Now I want to get serious and wait for a relationship. I'm thinking, this next week I'm going to go and deal with you got to hear my song for da, 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 for TikTok for comedy. It's about the rattlesnake lady is going to a matchmaker who will be a Chinese lady who is really a bad matchmaker. She's a bad person. So, not a bad person. She's just one of those weird people. And the matchmaker is going to be just as bad. It says, matchmaker, matchmaker, give me a man that likes rattlesnakes in a frying pan. I need a man with money, honey, because I don't work and it ain't funny. I need a man with money because I go to court more than the food mart. Matchmaker, matchmaker, give me a man that rattlesnake that likes rattlesnakes in a frying pan. I drink more than fish, even out of a dish. I do more drugs than a mugger on the Friday payday. Matchmaker, matchmaker, give me a man that likes rattlesnakes in a frying pan. I've been known to stabbing and shooting and looting and ain't no hooting. They always say that. You find them when you're not looking. That's when I don't pay attention and I walk right past them. That's what happens all the time. Or I go, "Oh, you're too good to be true," and I just walk right past you. It's happened already. I met my good guy and pretty much ignored him. Yeah. Yeah. And they are I guess the men here just don't do the chasing, but I don't do the chasing either. So, you know, oh yeah, you say, if I don't keep an eye out or have a little bit of knowledge, what happens is I just walk by the whole thing because they don't chase. It's really weird here. Yeah, I got to fix up my house, sell it, go to Alaska. I could get some good relationships there. I always say that. I want to go there for a couple days. So we have a talking about aliens. So there are a lot of people. In fact, there's been different. They got aliens, the Nordics. They got the aliens, the Greys, the Blacks, the Black Eyes. Well, my favorite alien is the one that looks like the not a centipede. It looks like bugs and stuff like that. They look cool. Yeah, because they're stronger than normal. So let's talk about. So we are talking about aliens, and that's not me. Ooh, a meat roaster. I never heard of that before, but all right. Oh, I had to learn. I guess one person did teach me. I don't just have men who are attracted to me. I have women that are attracted to me, but being that I'm a heterosexual, it's neither here nor there. I don't give a shit. And one person was attracted to me, got very pissed off that I didn't reciprocate her and turn lesbian all of a sudden. That's not going to happen. But I pissed her off, and it's like, que sera, sera. I'm finding out a lot. I'm pissing off people without knowing. I have the lingo and everything has changed to that point. A stable of men. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I had, yeah. It's because I would get rid of one would weasel him back and go, "I'll be your man." You know what? If you don't know my birthday, you don't do nice things for me, you don't call me daily, you don't contact me, you don't do any of those things, that lets me know that you don't want to be a part of my life. And I am not one to go stalking. It's just not in my forte at all, you know. But I do have a lot of people who men are big on coming on here. They come on here and they chat right on air. There, chat. Nick's there, and this one guy, real nice, told me to go on this site and to I don't know what. I'm like, I don't have the computer. That's why I'm getting off this platform. I probably won't be going on live for a very, very long time because I do not make no money. So he sends me to, was it Back Market? I went on Back Market. My eyes went like, fuck market. I need free market. So if you want to suggest anything to me, it's either coming out of your pocket because I don't got the money for that shit. I really don't. If it's not coming out of somebody else's pocket, I'm not sorry. I just don't got the money. And I'm not a hoe bag that's going to have a bunch of guys paying out their money for me. Because even my men never paid out money, paid my bills or anything. They were just, side buddies, I guess. So if you have side buddies and stuff, and it wasn't enough for me, and it isn't enough now, I am going to get a matchmaker and I am going to get another man. I am not going to have another, well, just don't pay attention. Well, when I don't pay attention, I have missed out on already two. I didn't pay attention. Well, tell me. When you don't pay attention, you miss out. And that's what happened. I missed out. I'm not going to miss out now. I'll just get a matchmaker. Fuck it. Ah, I'm up to that. I'm not seeing anybody. And when you work with a matchmaker, you can't even have sex with the person you're dating. That's like 3 or 6 months. I don't remember how long it is. So, yeah. Anyone wants to say anything, they can. Yeah, I did live life. And then when I went out with somebody else, the other person retaliated because I didn't know that he had feelings for me still. And he didn't tell me, he expected me to know. And it just hurts. It really does because I let go of something good just, thinking that he didn't want a relationship with me. And I went out with another guy, and the retaliation I'm still paying for. Trust me. This is what happened. The girl he was involved with, I drove her home and I'm intuitive. I have been around a lot more positivity and healing, and I've been way more intuitive than what I have been. And while I was driving her, I got an image in my head that really disturbed me more than anything than passing up anything with her. And I went home and meditated over what I seen to make sure, hey, this is right. And I realized what I seen wasn't a kid's squirt gun. It was an actual pistol. It was an actual gun. And she had an idea to if it didn't work out with the guy she was with, she was going to hurt him bad. And I didn't want my friend killed, even though we weren't together and I misdrewed things or whatever. I rather have a friend that hated me because I think that if he would have had me as even a friend, she couldn't accept it and she might have would have hurt him even worse. Well, it was he's okay and everything, but yeah, he's no longer my friend because I could have just waited. That's what I'm doing now. I'm paying a heavy price. I just never thought I would have to deal with such an evil woman. I have not met a woman so evil and so mean in my whole life. Yeah, yeah. I've been through a lot since last year, since June. Oh yeah, they hired this woman. I mean, this I had to deal with this woman since June. The most horrible human being. Oh my God, she's just not very nice. She uses people like people use condoms. She just uses. So, anyway, we're talking about aliens, which I had somebody tell me they were an alien. Where's your fucking spaceship, bitch? Yeah. Sir, where's your spaceship? You want to show me that, sir? Oh, you don't have a spaceship, sir. Okay. You're walking. So is your spaceship in orbit? Oh, it's not. Did they drop you off here and leave you? Maybe because you were naughty? Yep, aliens. I had somebody tell me they were an alien, and I'm like, you're looking around for the damn spaceship because I want to go in it. You're going to tell me you're an alien. You better damn well have that spaceship, and it better have those big boosters. You mean you don't got no spaceship? Ooh, they left you? Are you what you call a prisoner? Yeah, that's what. I hear aliens vacation in Nevada. Well, apparently we get the dumb ones here in Pahrump because god damn. Whew. Oh yeah. If you're going to say you're an alien slash black witch, we're not talking a black person saying they're a black witch. We're talking a black witch meaning they use black magic. She told us if we weren't good, she was going to do spells on us. I thought aliens had ray guns. You spray the nice ray gun and things happen. They become nice people. She didn't even have a damn ray gun. Can you imagine that? Oh, Davo, that is true. I don't know. I all I can say, she can only work 2 days out of a 5-day week. What I mean, yeah, they are severe alcoholics. They're either meth or severe alcoholics. Like they have to have their alcohol when they get up, during, before, and after work, and just let's have a couple more shots here and there and everywhere. Ooh, yeah, she was really creepy. And that day that I drove her home, I told everyone there's only one person I can drive home I don't mind, which is Sarah, or to pick her up. But that was the last person that wasn't a long timer that worked at my work. I'm not going to drive anyone. I said no. Yeah, the smart ones are groom laker. Yeah, we got the oh yeah. Davo, we got the alcohol that were dropped off. You know, the ones that end up crashing the ships because apparently they got into too much of the liquor that they weren't supposed to have. So they got sent here to Pahrump, Nevada, over here in Pahrump, and they're like, "Oh shit, do I have to work?" Yeah. Oh God. Oh, and we were told she wasn't the alien kind. Ah, he was on the mic talking to himself. He had a whole fucking conversation going, no one else, just him. I'm like, oh fuck. They really need to put him in the old folks home. He don't mean to be running for president. He need to know where his potty is and that he can play checkers. Yeah. And that's not me saying, it's a lot of people. It's embarrassing. We're America. Mhm. Oh boy. Yeah. His son's a real party man too. He smokes more crack than anyone here in Pahrump. They have a picture of him with a crack pipe and stuff. It's like, ah. They should. They should take him up in the spaceship. They'd be like, "Do you think Saturn wants him?" I don't know, man. Oh, we just give him some crack about to work. Yeah, the aliens they dropped off here. Jesus Christ, I got some complaints with their mothership. At least have a little scooter for the creep, Never mind. Oh God. Now I did know a friend that got a head injury and he believed himself not just to be an alien, but some days he was Satan and God and Jesus. So, he had his own problems and his own personalities to deal with. He wasn't evil, he just was fucked up. But he did tell he was staying in our basement for a short time. And he told my dad that he was the devil. I goes, "Oh, cool, you're by the fire, you're by the furnace. Makes sense, doesn't it?" Oh, so there are people saying that aliens now live among us as what they say on the TV show Ancient Aliens, which they have said that aliens lived among us and we were like partying with them, having sex with them, all kinds of illicit stuff. And I'm getting this from Ancient Aliens. So if you want to complain, go to that TV show and bitch a fit because don't be a Karen on here. So if let's say your next door neighbor and you are guys and you're hanging out, you're in your your garage watching TV and smoking your pipe, and your wife's making dinner, and your friend that comes over, he sits down and he's always dressed perfect. He always looks good. He always smells good. And he sits down and he says, I got something to tell you. You will never believe this. What if your neighbor said that he was an interstellar being? He showed you where his planet was. He said, look, I even have a ship, but I can only bring it out at night. He says, it's getting close to night after dinner. I can give you a ride. What would you do as a man or woman? You have a guy or gal pal going, hey, I'm an interstellar creature person. I am from planet blah, 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 from blah, blah, blah. And let's go and hang out, let's go and I could show you what the earth looks like from above. What would you do? Yes, half Anunnaki. I do believe that. And you know what Anunnaki means from up above, heaven. Heaven up above. The people up above, the heaven beings, yes. I do end up falling asleep, and for some reason, I wake up to Ancient Aliens and end up watching two or three shows and go back to sleep. They did. If someone says they're alien, let's let's be honest. If you were really an alien, you're the real fucking deal. Would you want to say you're an alien so they can dissect you and do weird shit to you? Think about it. If you were, uh, say you were a family of vampires, would you want to say you were a vampire? Would you want to say your family's, vampiric? So in the daytime, all your neighbors can kill you? I mean, I'm putting it out there. What if you don't have to go in a coffin and you don't sleep in a coffin, you sleep in the bed, you get up and do everything, but the only thing is you have to have human blood to stay young, but you can live without it. It's only for the youth. And what if the science wanted to find out how to stay young like that, or how to manipulate it, or whatever? It's the same thing, aliens. You get the stupid hippie ones. Yeah, that's what. Someone. We got the dumb aliens here. Okay, we got the ones that. We got the aliens that are lazy asses. That's the problem. Yeah, yep, yep, yep. I'm going to have to go to Area 51. That's why my dad always wanted to go to We got to go to Area 51. Come on. Oh God. I miss those days where I can argue with my dad and pretend to be the parent. Hmm. Well, they have gone to the moon. I don't think they did it in 69. And I think that there's been a lot of covert operations. And I think that they've been dealing with aliens for years. I think we do have aliens walking among us. We just don't notice that creepy person with the big head and a big hat or whatever. You ever notice that big hats have made a big comeback since the 90s? Like those Dr. Seuss hats. How easy would it be to hide a really big head with one of those hats? Think about it. think about the places that are the fun places that if you were an alien, you would like to visit. Lollapalooza. Oh, God, that would have been great. Wear a big hat if you had a big head. And if you kind of look like an alien, just say that that's great makeup. They're here now, my dad told me. And I said, Dad, quit freaking me out. He goes, yeah, they're here. They're really here. Damn burping spiders. Oh, you burping spiders. Yeah, we did get perfect reception. That was amazing. Yeah. Well, it makes you think, there's a possibility, or that being that it was the moon landing, they really made sure we had good reception. I don't know what they did. I don't know whose butt prints or whose butt cheeks were like holding in between the wires. All I know is I was months old when that was happening in 69. Yeah. So I didn't see it, but yeah. I never got to see it live. When I seen it, it was a recast done on a VHS in the 80s when I seen it, because it wasn't replayed, but in small sniglets. We got to see the whole thing and it wasn't clear. Actually, I remember I don't know if it was just the videotape was crap, but I didn't see it clear. Maybe it was videotape. All I know is we seen it. It wasn't in stereo, and that's the one thing that was hard for us. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But we got to see it. It was in the 80s. But that would be people who are now, I can't ask, they're passed away. But yeah, I believe, I believe Kubrick could be the producer of that too. They talked about Kubrick being the producer of that. Isn't isn't that billionaire supposed to, have his own space thing, and rich people go up there, they go up to the moon. I don't know when NASA said they destroyed the tech to take us to the moon. We should be thinking further than the moon though. We should be going to, it would take 6 months to get to the next biggest planet. The moon is just close. Oh, to call. Well, then why leave? I mean, wh- why aren't we leaving the Earth? I mean, isn't our whole thing to, go, what was Star Trek's thing? To boldly go where no one has gone before. Oh, shit. Uh, Star Trek. Okay, I gotta look. Star Trek. To boldly go where no one has gone before. I'll look for that later. But anyway, I used to know it by heart, and I used to sit there to boldly go where no one has gone before. Blah blah blah. Okay. Uh, what they do need, there is an atmosphere, but because of the ancient wars of the aliens or intergalactic beings, they apparently almost cracked that thing. I don't know what they could do to make it better or if they can give it an atmosphere. You know how they showed in Total Recall? Remember Total Recall? With Arnold Schwarzenegger? Get in the air! Well, Total Recall talks about an ancient alien technology when they put their hand on the thing. It went, there was icebergs that went and got this heat source, and it suddenly air came out of all the areas, were popping up, and they had instant, which would be a total fabrication. It would take days and weeks for that to happen, but it happened in Hollywood Magic, which there it is. There's your ear. Yeah. Oh, I think it will. I think that we will. I think that, yeah. No, I don't think it could happen overnight, but I think the science could do it. Yes. Yes, I do believe in that. Not like Total Recall, but that's a good idea. You have to start with what water they have and what you could do, what you can make it, because when you have clouds and precipitation and all that brings that in. Shoot. What also helps with that is smog. They'll bring some California smog, just drop it down there, we'll do all good. This big old canister, it's all compressed from LA, and they go and get the smog and they bring it into Mars. They drop it down a week later. They got jungles and I'm just joking. I think that right now they do have programs going, they're just not where we know what they are. I think that the United States is keeping tight-lipped for reasons of secrecy, and that's cool. And I don't think that we have turned away from, well, maybe we were told, maybe we were bad at the moon. Maybe we went and had a party and bad things happened to their gals, and they got pissed off and said, well, they had a big fight and, bloodshed was done and they're not welcome to the moon anymore. And being that, you know, Saturn and Jupiter and all the other ones are just so far away, they hung up their hats because they're no welcome over on the moon because we were bad kids. Maybe that's what it was. We just didn't play well with the others. And next time we end up going to the moon, we'll get our ass blown up. Ooh-wee! That'll be a big fire party. Yep, I heard about that, and even Pink Floyd sang about it. And who knows, maybe Kubrick was the producer of the moon landing. They always talk about Kubrick being the one because in Stephen King's movie, you remember, yeah, anything is possible. Yep. His daughter said what a visionary he was, and it's a shame. I wish I could have been able to meet him when he was living because you gotta admit, The Shining, when it came out and you went to the drive-through, not the drive-through, the drive-in, drive-through. We go to the drive-through and see The Shining. Woo! So that is scarier on the big screen than when you watch it on the little screen. When you see those two little girls, you come and play with us forever and ever and ever. Oh shit, two Karens. Damn, that's hell. I'm gonna play with them forever and ever. Ah! Red rum, red rum. Get, we're talking about aliens, but I think that it's Stephen King even talks about even aliens and the clown that's so popular. Well, guess what he is? He's an ancient alien. Yeah, that is what the clown is, an ancient alien. He's this big old fucking spider. Man, we just need to get Orkin, you know? Instead of the kids going down with fire and everything, they needed a big fucking whooping can of Orkin. That's how you get rid of big alien bugs. Big can of Orkin. It's not like he's been living free and eating our kids. Get Orkin. Blow his ass up. Yeah, that's right. And there's also dynamite and stuff. Shoot, these people sitting there, well, every 10 years we lose a couple kids. But that's interesting how it was put by Stephen King. You got this alien, it pops up, takes some kids, and does this for eons. And then these kids come out, it's the 80s. Yep, they're like, where they're pissing vinegar and kicking ass. And I was amazed, even with all the stuff that's done, it actually is still creepy with clowns and stuff, but that was well written, you know, and thought of. How can yeah, and you have this kid that's a special needs kid that goes, yeah, he's he would do this to go find the alien and all that. It was amazing, and just oh yeah, that was not it. That was the alien one. Shoot, I'm getting Stephen King ones. That was the what was it? Oh, that was a dream catcher. Oh, that was oh man. They had aliens coming out of your yeah, coming out of your butt. You ate they incubated and you of course you weren't living by then. So anyway, you have these aliens or this one alien that is living in this one town and is an alien, which big old spider. Now I could deal with a big old praying mantis. That's how they said some of the aliens were. How much you what about though? You talk about them not wanting to go to the moon. They got kicked off the moon. They played bad boy. They got into a big fight, and they were told, "You don't go on the moon no more. You're bad. Shoo, you go on more." So they don't go on the moon no more. That's my configuration. And that's the configuration of some of the stuff I seen on YouTube a while back. I was just curious. Whoa, okay. That's why we can't go on the moon. We play bad. We got in a fight. Yeah, we kicked ass and they kicked our ass and we went home and we're told by our mummy that no more go to the moon because we go blowy. But we still get there crappy ass aliens that are shitbags here in Pahrump. So if someone tells you they're an alien, they came from the wrong side. They just dropped their ass off and said, "Good luck, motherfucker." You got to go to Area 51 from what I hear. Oh, what about that pyramid? That pyramid in Antarctica. Who seen it and went cuckoo birds and had to go to he was hold it. We're talking about the moon again. Ah, he was one who went on the moon and they even on Toy Story or you kind of get the idea it's him. Armstrong went on the moon and he went to Antarctica and he had a heart palpitation and something go wrong. And he went to Anchorage Hospital because of this. And he said something to the point if you could get off Earth now, do it now. Yeah, we can't. We've been playing bad at the moon, so they spanked us and we're not allowed to go back on the moon. That's my configuration. The only way I'm going to shut down a whole program that's a space program is if my space engineers went up there and played patty cake and they didn't enjoy it and they went and got in trouble and they were told, "You come back here, we gonna blow you up." Yeah, we aren't allowed to travel to Antarctica, which I think is kind of odd. Why is that? Is there an Antarctic opening? I used to watch the NASA thing before we go over Antarctica. Do you know what would happen? Eh, Everything would cut out until it finished passing Antarctica. And that's over Antarctica on the Earth when you're watching NASA. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. They need those German engineers. Mm, yeah, they're all dead. It just happens like that. People get old, they die, and they call it a day. Well, really, would you want to go to Antarctica? It's not like a warm place. You would have to be, either a billionaire send you there who had all the right shit. Shoot, the only one I know who went to Antarctica was flown there, which he went for the Wounded Warriors. Wasn't it Harry? He went to Antarctica and they went on skis. I heard too, and I've seen pictures. I believe that that was Antarctica. That looked like a green lush place that even looked nicer than Alaska. And I'm like, that's Antarctica. Is like Google like Antarctica places like lush green. I don't know how I found it, but I never found it again. But I did see it. It was supposed to be it had this picture with uh the address where you can find it in Antarctica. Hmm? And I'm thinking, huh, now that would be cool. If you go and you get the longitude and latitude and you go there. Oh yeah. I've heard about that. Uh, I wouldn't want to go there without a crew of people and with the right conditions. Even though, I mean, most of Antarctica, I mean, think about it. It it's just not unless you really knew where this place was and You could find that lush, wondrous place. But why is people keep Antarctica as a secret? I think there is government stuff, and I think the pyramid over in Alaska has been producing. They say that it is coming alive. It is on its own. The reason why they found it in Antarctica isn't because it got uncovered. It's because it's starting to come to life and it's starting to vibrate. That's why there's no the snow is falling off it. It's slowly gaining momentum and they don't know how to stop it. They're trying to figure it out because what is it doing? Is it a spaceship just gaining power to leave or is it something else? Maybe you could pay someone to put a camera drone drive the thing. It'd be something. What would be cool is to get the address again for the place because they have people who do that, but I don't know. What if you go there and it's not green and lush? It's just desolate, but it looks like the same area, but desolate. And you can see that there was something there. Strap a camera to a penguin. uh, yeah, great place to hide out and die. Shoot. That would be neat. You hear about aliens and us getting along, and then we're banished from the moon because we party too much. You go on there, we're going to get you good. Think about it. The only place we can go is like further away, and it's 6 months or more. Every time I do, ah, it always makes me sneeze. Mm, mm, thank you. Yeah, they're the only aliens around there are yeah, we got the dumbass aliens. They drop off. Hey, they drop them off with some crack and heroin, and they kick them out the door. That's what I feel like. But hey, oh, thank you. Ah, so yeah, I do believe in the pyramid, and I do think that you hear people talk about the pyramid in Alaska and it's vibrating and supposedly it is a power source. It's supposed to magnify the power in the earth's ley lines. So, if we look at anything, maybe if we can look at the earthquakes, maybe they're in ley lines too. Just what if the earthquakes are in ley lines? That's where a lot of our Earth's power, that's an immense power throughout the Earth. So if you got a pyramid that is pulsating, what is it doing? Is it creating power? Is it making the Earth? Is it a warp field around the Earth? You know, it's a power plant, then it should have enough water. The power plant needs water. That's why they have in the ancient pyramid, they show water lines and stuff are where the acid would used to be. Yeah, it wasn't the Great Pyramid was not a burial chamber, it's a power plant. Yeah, They say they also used to uh, create gold. I think they gold plated, but that's what they used to create gold. That one of the kings had written, a king in Egypt, and said about him having the unlimited amount of gold. Yes, yes. I do believe in free energy. We should not be paying for our energy, really. And the energy companies would not like to hear that, but no, we should not have to pay for our energy. We should be working towards a better humanity. That's what we should do, to work to better humanity so we can shake hands with our brethren who would quit thinking that we're the dum dums of the universe. But apparently, we can't even go to the moon party right. We get kicked off the moon. Yeah, we go and have a party up there. We take some of, yeah, we go up there and we went on a spaceship that was a burial chamber that was meant for people to stay buried there because they died in a ancient war or something. This is, I'm reading, remembering things that were told years and years ago when I used to go search for that. I get drunk and start reading crazy shit. Well, they had a theory. They had this video that went viral. Well, after that video went viral, all the story behind it went viral and it got taken off, and the video's not really seen. I'm sure you could find it if you look for it. But they showed this enormous, long, like tubular thing that would be comparable to my Leslie Street from where the one corner, the Coyote corner, all the way to the end to the stop sign, are bigger than that. I think it was bigger than that. It was over miles long. Well, I believe that they went and took a lot of stuff and technology from the moon and pissed off somebody, because we ever since that video went out, it was supposed to be in the early 90s. So what I'm guessing, after the 90s, after we apparently took uh, their crew, we took their frozen bodies back to Earth. We did a no-no, and we're not allowed back to the moon to play Steelsies. No, we're not the first advanced. Oh, fuck no. I would say Pompeii was more advanced than Pahrump. Pompeii? Oh, yeah. They had sewer lines. They had public toilets. They had private toilets. They had running water, hot and cold. Oh, yeah. They had a lot more going here. They even had what you would call a hot water heater comparable. They had the hot water. So what's not to say they didn't have a comparable? The thing with Pompeii is they didn't have Starbucks. They had whorehouses, and they considered them a way where the mistress, not the mistress, but his woman and him would go, and they would frolic. And there was like a, oh well, we're wealthy enough to enjoy ourselves. There's a whorehouse on every corner, pretty much. They really don't talk a lot about that, but that was the joke my dad's friend, who was an archaeologist, who said about Pompeii, that they don't talk much about the whorehouses. There's a boatload of them, like a McDonald's in their sense. That was their thing. And they had hot and cold water. They had taverns all over. Just like here, they had places to go shopping to buy your food, like stores. Just like here, they had heat. Just like here, it was just a long time ago. Mhm. Before us. Well, I don't know. Well, we end up blowing ourselves up every so often, and then we got to get a new bunch of people come in and start over. I have no idea. I'm hoping one day we don't have to. Mm, I heard about that. I heard about that. And where did they get the information first? And then they just passed it on to people. Very good, Davo. I really don't care what 10,000 years will do. I won't be here. And do I care if anyone finds us or cares about us? I don't care about that either. Huh. I mean, it is good facts about that. We should be building not houses, but not just bricks. We should be using damn stone. We should be. That's it. My next house, stone. Going to be a big monumental house. It's going to look like a big stone spaceship. I'm going to make it look all good. Stone spaceship. That'll be the next thing that Rattlesnake Lady has. She's going to try and make a stone spaceship. She'll get in a lot of trouble. Yeah, you know, her boyfriend who steals the toilet paper and has all these girlfriends. Hmm. Oh, that sounds about right. Ancient Egypt went through some changes and a lot of people got expelled. Yeah, a lot of people got expelled. They have this guy that talks about, he's a channeler on, oh, what's that channel? My dad used to love that channel. I can't afford it right now. Uh, hmm, trying to see if I can find it on here. So anyway, he's a channeler and he channels and talks about how the water was so important for the information. So they would have these, they would have someone at the end. They had one, two, three, they had four people. They had one at the end and they would be pointing east and they would be doing the evening thing. It would be, I think they'd be pointing towards the sun going down, and that would be the west. And they'd be pointed there, and they would be doing these things like hymns and singing a certain way. Well, they repeated the same thing that he was talking about. They had actually had people gone and do that and said they actually felt a weird vibration by doing what they were playing with the musical instruments that were there and what they produced in the I guess that would be like the vibrations did something. And they said, holy shit, it feels like everything, like the water got warm even. So in that kind of stance, I think that the ancients also used water for communication. They had somebody using a certain vibration with their musical instruments, and the other person using vibrational and musical instruments. Maybe they were able to send messages in some way or form and fashion. I think they're nice power plants, but not all of them were made the same way that they were in Egypt. Not all of them were made the same exact way. So I think a lot of them were used for power, but you need water there. And of course, Egypt had water at one time, and that was right up to the pyramids, and they were able to produce it, would produce a kind of hum. That's what it would produce. It would produce a weird hum. And by the way, how many people have been hearing a weird hum in places even like New York? Weird hum in certain other places like New Mexico that has the hum. Let's talk about that. Alien technology. Nah, I don't think they're really underwater. I think that, like I said, pyramids are, they do produce. What about ancient technology coming alive right now? What is happening? 2024 is supposed to be this big aha ah. Well, what's it to say that this year is the year that this alien technology is all waking up, okay? All those pyramids are starting to turn on. What made them go is making them go again because they're turning on. What would you say to that? So, anyway, if you're, have a really good day, everyone. I am going to go. But the pyramid thing where it is coming to life, we'll be talking about pyramids and what we think of having if they would all turn on in a week's time period. All right. We'll talk to everyone later tomorrow at 7.